Hi, my name is Toro Ramirez Angel Emanuel. Um, I'm, I'm second to the World Laureate, the final project. The topic with which will start is the technology of lowering deep water. Uh, we are start from the most main things we reclude. We will on the all platforms that ex the Salvation Christian and most other. And those I start deep water drilling in Mexico. And in Mexico, deep water drilling began 14 years after the first deep water well in the work. Juliet and 1989 from ultra deep water. The interval is 30 years. Currently, wells are really in the water still close to the 3,000 meter. Somewhere on par one well. We have a trips under rings, and this one is friction rolling unit. And second, mobile rolling units, summer shape rolling units, um, finish left hand unique. The war is the first unit generally fixed platform and composed on modular structure instead of the place of operation with pile drive into set build. The fixed platform are designed to horizon on the rolling equipment storage of material, accommodation on personnel, as well as on all the facility necessary for operation of the walls. They are designed in short a way that during compression and well repair can be ensured. The formation of the soil is carried on the stripe up on the 100 metal depending on the configuration of the same. The mobile drawing units I have a basic types on marine mobile drawing units que is follower. Is summer shape, auto level, summer heights, drawing shapes, stational legs platform. The selection in the marine according to the depth on the wall, the water strip, the capacity on the equipment, and the availability on equipment, the cost and mobilization. The facility design on included direction, the semi-submersible drawing units is a composed structure with one or more directs supported by submersible faults and floating units suffer movement to the action of waters and winds, which can damage the equipment that is going to go to the wall. The dwelling ships are being used to the Gulf Coast more frequently, and the triple option between jack-up and semi-submersible unit and discouraged to be at the beginning were in the biggest issue when lithium floating building ships. Hardware is the additional system on the bin, the board on the double ship called the Turan system. The system has been su- successfully used in Discovery 2 and 3 on the offshore company patient universal equipment but can only be considered of use in the area or smell well health on land wind expel. Dynamic precision unit, the reserve elevation unit and designed for the use in a very water state on the 19 metal equipment in the preset in the location with the legs in the or allowing in the float when the equipment is spaced in localization the legs and low water and the contact with the seat B of the equipment rise. When using the jackups unit, it's necessary to consider the following: one, drip and collision environment, drip and density on the surface, drilling deep, and this one, the near mover and minimum times every by collision. The stream weather reaction occurred. Tensional leg platform or TLP. Tension leg platform has been deployed to generate the economic protection of the new discovery in deep water force. In the use for diving in water with a tension greater than 600 meters in the first name by fixer to the seabed and the hull on the surface by flooring column. The installation is very simple, so it does not require crane works. It has great stability in several weather conditions. The cost of the TLP increase with increased drip to the spark boards. This new generation of flooring unit used in the oil industry for exploration of deep water force. There are some spray ball or simple spar outward in the use now new in other areas, include the stranger for the gas in offshore facility. Subsea hull system. The components on the hull that are used in drilling and composition of wells is deep water and practically the same and those used on land. Some on the have involved and have seen adapt per application and as underwater equipment. For example, the set on cells are you metal to metal types are or are metal elastomer combination, while for duration hulls, seal system are electrostripe with the option the metal to the metal type. Component of submarine hull system I have a provision pipe hull interface set alright cells, type metal to metal, advanced metal to metal soldering system, stripe on the sole optional hardware system, and permanent wheel base. Operating prudence. Generally, drip pipe is used on the mechanism installation for the hull to the settle, but well they use special equipment for tools operate under single trip. It also indicates the product facility, installation, sharing, and sorting of the equipment. Plowing from the railing on the walls. I have information collection, dissemination, information and fracture pressure, determination of the wall of clear and TR, TRs, determination the diameter of the walls, determination plowing, during flow design on the installation, crossing pipe design, design under submission under TRs, design on the rail stripes, and drive brake installation. Conventional and rally equipment and tools. Conventional different on the that are regularly used television daily. Conventional equipment and there are the motion compression system, marine racer system, marine racer tensioner system, tensioner system on the line wall, inspection intelligence tool, the wall control system. The classification on the control system. They have of the control system used to the operation and subsea system are yes, hydraulic, hydraulic with pilot valves, sequential hydraulic, multiplex electro-hydraulic. The hydraulic system is the simpler and the most reliable compared in the order. On track is loose flexor components they perform each on the under friction. The actuation on the device on the surface panel generate the operationalization on the fluid that will transmit the operation through for lines drilling for the underwater hydraulic system with pilot valve. This system is system on the size of the around the 4,000 feet 100 meters, where the hydraulic control fluid is pumped from the surface through the umbilical line to the control port on the tree. This system, the components are activated by sending hydraulic signal to the pilot valve, which open the alarm the fluid to the drive for the supply line and accumulator to the select component. Sequential hydraulic system. This system is have accumulator on the subcell valve. The main drive back on the securing hydraulic system is the once the equipment designed to incorporate a fixer and no change can be made to the operation program. The electrohydraulic system is similar to the hydraulic control system, but that is system on the electric signal is sent from the surface on the solenoid valve in the gates, which supply operation to the hydraulic pilot on the underwater control valves. Finish the multiplex electronic system. It is capable to control a large number of the components. Multiplex control systems are the manufactured to the work with electric signals, with current is sent in the actuator by conductor connect to the control port control. Component of the hydraulic control system. This system the dealer pilot and the sequential can be divided to the three parts, which surface equipment located on the platform, intermediate on the subsurface equipment composed on the back edge which connect in the surface equipment with the underwater equipment. The subcell component form in the control pod was pressure regulation, actuator, and the prevent appliqué. Pod's control is the union between the control lines which supply hydraulic and or electrical energy and signal from the uh, surface facility and the underwater facility that will be controlled that sees distribute the energy to each component for operation and the underwater accumulation. uh, they are mounting on the bottom on the blue to provide the cost high pressure to the accelerate component operation. The rolling riser system. The Mauryan region must ever resign to the well that sees support receipt environment and operational effects. The warp needs store curves on the riser to significant the force sometimes vibration. Right? The rise is very expensive part from on platform equipment that the most hardcore. The reeling razor system component is consists of the following basic components: the razor curbs, razor cushion, telescopic board, flexible board, razor connector, razor tension system, fouling balls, lower rise set, soldering, quilling, and uncurling line. And the restitutioning system consists of the set on the line, the grip on the marine razor, inlation on the other prevent on the heart, begin razor on the side, and the prevent on the heart. The heart will more solutional bearing and the breaking the lower curve lymphatic some the component subserraling system. I have there have two types component the two types on the resolution. The friction tensional system and tensional rings. The friction tensioning system is consists a tubular body space under the flow lever aboard the telescopic joint with support the line rotational is not a low rotational mover around the eraser. Not recommended for flowing unit. And the eraser rotational range is considered a tubular body insert between the flow lever, the bearing on the telescopic, the rotational range around riser along the rotation mover. I am floating in the Binks loose. The race flying ball is placed anywhere in the race sinks to prevent collapse. In case the level the rolling flew inside in Lauren. The lower assembly in the reside typically consists of corner, rise, and flexible joint. Flexible joint on 1, 2, or not have annular prevents. Susceptible control the pots and the hydraulic connection that's lying in the lower rise system in the rest in the prevent assembly. The riser system accessory is from Levine rising inclined spider with killer strange like line connector, tensional system on the link wheel, motion compensation system, fluorescent equipment, and the right handy system. The largest racer system operation, I have four types. This one is the number one is preparing the race before installing. Second, installing the race. Three, supervision operation with the connect racer. And the fourth is disconnected from the racer. The classification and competition and the repair race. The world competition or repair race are classified by the structure and follower. The racer integral, racer ejectado, mm, racer no integral, dry pipe racer y production pipe racer. Operation of the racer completion and repair system. The routine operation that is performed with the competition and repair or is the racer installation and revive products, honey arrivals on board, operation creates, functional operation considered, the critical repair in the racer are the disconnect the reason from the tree, emergency disconnect. The emergency disconnection during for stage record operation shall be maintained in operation program established to the high operation probability. The record shall contain the following information and the job description, operator, freight, watership, environment condition, and days of use, description to the remark, inspiration on the name, record, report logs, and user operating condition. International system, international innovation comparison system provide constant acceleration with sand and stability. The racer will the floating system more vertical and the laterally with winds, wells, and currents. Typical torsion units use piston and cylinder array operator in conjunction with accumulator traction unit or operate the vertical force into the load on the racer control and displacement. They are located above the flooring system near the floating and the rolling flow. On the water trips analysis, I have I have trips on the tree. One way on the classific on the water trip is when they consider which trip vertical and horizontal and refer to the alignment on the self-control valve in the valve's block. Another way is the drip range on the water stripe on the which on the resign. Temperatures. The temperature is placed on the surface level and values in shallow water usually less 1,000 meters or 300 feet require the intervention on driving on the flow in the line component and umbilical report and the provision control. Three assisted by driving. They are the first moderate water depths between the 60 and 250 meter or 200 and the 200 to 200 and 700 feet. The drip range in the queer acceptable application in the marine region of Campeche consider the water strip on the that area. The three-wheeler drive axis. The three-wheeler driver axis are selected from floating unit with the help on the wheel lines on basic temporary on the now require consistent intervention. This because they are designed and degrading water strip deep range. That is from the 1018 80 to 950 meter or 3,000 feet. This connection of the flow line and the umbilical control system is done the Langwell pulling system with a team remote operated belt rough. Three-wire wide line. The This three-wire line is our also water used on the exploration on the water flux. There is a speaker on the underwater tree technology to date. The three are for the deep water, the drip range to the open from the 5 550 meter onwards. Their combine is safe for dynamically precision floating units. On installing operation and intervention function is performed with remote operated vehicle. Horizontal turrets. These everything from the running and various tools into the walls to the mover on the pipe on hardware. Horizontal works technology like three-wire divine exchange and or wireline is also applicable on the wall underwater to the technology. A component on the water tricks. There are different components on the underwater system according to the operation needs, the necessary arrangement and melt, and to connection ballerines on the trip, slab subs, ball blocks, gates balls, underwater equation, submarine stranger, floor line connection system, tree cap, reconnaissance rail, three racks, protected structure, two pipes connecting in the tree in the multiple walls. The strap subs, also known as hylonets, they are in the contour on the communication path between the provision holes and the annular space on the control sport and the subsurface, the surface control, surface valve. This is SCSSB and stern valve. The underwater some the prep hangers and storage before they also serve produced gear of cement between to the tree and the 3P hanger. The gas valve the gas valve is defined on the assembly with a gate that the operating with bearing L 18th 19th from the duct to the pack and the shutdown. There will segregate valves on the wall wells in the following in the valve blocks, in the projection wells, in the valve blocks for interpretation wells, for lines, valve blocks in the riser, multiple submarine, check lines, in prevents, word line, in prevents. The trick wrap. Also prevent to the formation and the separation on the top on the three upper the connection murder and the can see holes in the top in the tree or prevent the formation on the length. Pressure caps provide additional see about the back pressure valve. Subshell well, compression technology, the tribe is a submarine termination having the following Marline termination sample were strip on the 1000 meter termination with drive assistance were striped from the 60 and 215 termination with origin of life with white lines were striped on the 1080 and one and 915 termination with drive assistant with word lines, termination with horizontal tricks, more line to the three bike finish, water strap for the 60 to the 100 meter. Orientation ball on the set of prevent. The prevent the assembly orientation but is a hydraulic operator rotation on the output of line and use the computer with sign the wrangler before we send the call. Chips seal. The operation paper hanger annular space seal isolate with hanger from the annular space in the creation pipe. The installation of the drape on the strap is of a more influence with the experience and preference of the company. Savary combined argument can be made from any of the selection. The fusion required and design be mainly infrared selection on the tip of the seal. The tip of the strap is a electromagnetic seal, metal to metal seal, and combination and ball. The annular seal test port. The hardware incorporation double ring seal can be arranged with the test port between to the seal. This configuration provides a quick method to the test to reseal simulator however is another escape door onto the system. In addition, during provision, the test ports must be insulated, but with this will be it. Thank you.